So earlier we were speaking and learning and studying about the wonders of science. What are they? Which we have taken as the status symbols. And thereafter we have already studied about the inventions in the field of information and technology, that is the floppies and etc. And now if you take even any gadget, that is not a wonder for you people, because you are utilizing, either you are utilizing or your parents are utilizing. So find out some gadget which yourself or your parents are using, but your grandparents must not have learnt about it, we must not have heard about it. That kind of gadget take, and you simply describe how it works. How it works means what? Just let me tell you one thing. Earlier, the grinder mixtures, juicers, these were not there. That is, during my grandparents' time or my parents' time, the grinder is two stone wheels, and in that we have to put the grain and we have to do like this. I have done it. Thereafter what has come, there is a mission. Only you have to put a jug with that content which you are going to make a powder of it. Close it and then switch it on. Then your powder is ready. You see how science is developing and how it has brought many things which are in your daily use. Washing machine. Do we have this earlier? No. Washermen, washerwomen, they were there. Whatever clothes we use during this week, during this fortnight, or during these 3 days, we used to accumulate and used to give to the washerman or washerwoman. They used to get it, clean it, iron it and everything, press it and bring it back. Now we have the washing machines to wash the clothes and to squeeze them and to dry them even, and most probably ironing them also. Means most of the services which we were taking from other people, they have been put into the usage of the machines. Many of the services, right? So likewise you take one gadget which was not there earlier and you alone using it or your parents are using it, and describe it, right? And use your parents' help also. Now what you have to do is you have to write 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages of that one. For instance, if you have taken the fan or you have taken the air conditioner, if at all air conditioner usage you got used to, usage of the air conditioner you got used to it, then your immunizations, whatever their inbuilt immunization in your body, that gets reduced. Why? There are many reasons behind, many scientific reasons behind it. Because the AC which is there in your house, it doesn't require any ventilation. It is there within your room. Simply you are putting the switch off and you are going out. Again you are coming in and putting it on. And within that room you are sleeping, and many of your friends, your relatives are sleeping over there. And they inhale and exhale the breath. Whatever bacteria content is there, it is remaining there itself. And you can see most of the people using AC, they are always prone to catch cold and cough very easily. And you see, because of your vehicles, people are not asthmatic, but they are becoming asthmatic. These are all disorders, healthy disorders. Any gadget, if at all you are using, whether it is polluting the sound, air or sound, whatsoever it is polluting, disadvantageous. That way you can make out two disadvantages, you can make out two advantages of some gadget. Now, under B3 what we have? We have some of the wonderful inventions. Let me read these for you. If you are looking to uncover a hidden treasure, then put your conventional metal detector to the side. What is this conventional metal detector? Have you ever seen it? If I question that, have you ever seen a conventional metal detector? By the name itself you got bored, you will say no. But if I say, have you ever been to a cinema mall, Cine Plaza? Have you? Yes sir, yes sir. Did you go through that framework which is put over there for the people to get entry into? Yes sir. What was the sound? It was giving some key sound. Why? Some metallic thing you are having on your body. In most of the security checks, either at the aerodrome or in your companies, in almost every manufacturing company, if you enter into, the security guard will come with a frame-like structure in his hand, just like a bat, frame and bat. And he will be putting to your body, this side and that side. That is the metal detector. That is conventional metal detector. Right? And these metal detectors, they are in a large scale, they are used to find out the mines. Different metals. Right? And all the metals, they are good conductors of heat and electricity, we know. And certain detectors, they can detect the metal content under your feet in ground. Maybe for kilometers together underground. Right? So that is a metal detector. In a very big mission they take it and they will be making rounds over there, and that will be recording what metal is there, at what length it is there, how much excavation has to be done in what direction. Those are called metal detectors there for the mines. Now let me start reading it. Unless we know that, we may not understand what we are reading here. So, and replace it with this pair of metal detecting sandals. Sandals means you are having slippers on your feet, and those slippers can detect metals, if at all there are metals in the ground. Not exactly a trendsetter, but a lot more practical than carrying a large pole around with you. As I said, the conventional metal detector, it is a large pole-like thing. It is just like this bat, your racket will be there, no, it is like that. And you have to put it, if at all you have to find out metal content somewhere, you have to put it. Then you will be knowing, it will, because it gives a blipping sound. Then metal is there. Bring it out. What is that? So you need not have to carry that. Simply you have to wear these sandals, then you know where is the metal, who carries the metal. The sandals are attached to a small black box which can be strapped around one of your legs, concealed under your trouser leg. The right sandal has an inbuilt copper coil which is powered by the battery pack, which straps around your leg. Once the sandals approach within 2 feet of a metal object, you will be alerted in one of the two possible ways. A light is flashed and then either a vibration or a buzzing noise is emitted. The metal detecting sandals require a 9-volt battery, which does not come included, but which will supply 6 hours of detecting time. The sandals come in different sizes to fit both men and women. See, on one sandal there is a black box, and that is connected with the wires, and that wires will be connected to the battery. Battery, what is that one? 9 volt. That means your ordinary battery which is there, right? And the metal detector, when you are operating it, it beeps or it flashes or it vibrates. Likewise here, your sandal metal detector even has the same qualities of alerting you from the metal. And these sandals are any size, but the strap, the black box and the battery, these are all same, only one. And the battery, you have to replace it because you cannot recharge it, right? That is the equipment. Is it not a wonderful thing? You are not carrying anything. Simply you are standing in front of the man, and that gives vibration. And you have to simply say, you are carrying some metal, please show me. Is it a gun? Is it a knife? What is it? Oh, nail cutter, bring it up. That way, anything that person has on his body, you can make out from standing here, because you have the sandals with you. And that black box, the strap, the battery, the wires and everything, they are concealed under your trouser. People do not know. That is the arrangement. Is it not a wonderful thing? Yes, it is a wonderful invention. Second, just occasionally a product comes along that simply blows us away. Along that simply blows us away. We get to see a lot of crazy and sometimes brilliant inventions. But Laser Cosmos is without a doubt the most superb one we have seen. There is no product out there that comes even close to the sheer excellence of this galactic wonder. Sorry to sound quite so effusive, but really it is staggering. Now, what is this? It is, what is that one called? Your Laser Cosmos. And without doubt, it is the most superb one we have seen. Right? What is that? What is this Laser Cosmos? What is this? Laser beams, you know. And they go crisscross. Right? And while they go crisscross, they can detect whichever comes under that way. And these laser beams, certain are visible and certain are invisible. You do not know. You must have seen many pictures, detective pictures, in which there is a diamond kept. Right? And that diamond, it is open, but nobody can reach to it because it is protected by the laser beams, it is called. If anything comes in between that diamond and this laser beam, then immediately there will be an alarm. You have seen in the picture, I need not tell you all these things, right? So, imagine lying in your room and having a ceiling whipped away to reveal the vast outreaches of the cosmos whirling overhead, complete with a misty blue nebulae, which you can turn on and off, and the occasional shooting stars, fully adjustable and requiring no setup. This super powerful space projector scatters a random panoply of sparkling green stars that will fill any room from the tiniest bedroom to the largest warehouse with a crystal clear animated star display. What's so clever about this, apart from everything of course, is that it seems so three-dimensional. The varying brightness of different stars makes some seem close and others to come from distant galaxies. Now, same laser beams, which I have talked earlier about that, it can indicate. So, this with same laser cosmos, you can make your roof here, ceiling, as if it is the sky studded with some millions of stars over there. And it will give you a three-dimension view. Certain stars, they appear very close, certain stars very far, and blue sky. It will give you a very soothing sensation if you enter into. That is your laser cosmos. Right? From where it has come? From the same idea, using the laser beams for protection, safety and all these things. Why can't you use it in your bedroom or in your hall or in your godowns or warehouses? What for? To have a sensation that I am completely under the sky in a free zone. Right? That kind of happiness it can give you. So that is the second wonder, because you must have seen what we call as your planetariums. In planetarium, the same science has been used, that is a laser cosmos. They talk about this is the planet, that is the planet, this is this star, this is this constellation. That way they show you. Means a practical knowledge you are gaining about your universe. Now, created from the powerful green laser and holographic technology, a display this bright and clear has never been available before. Earlier, this kind of, why this kind alone? Now in schools, most of the schools, they are adopting the digital learning or e-learning they call. What is this e-learning? Most of the lessons, most of the problems, right, they can be shown to you in your classroom itself. Visual learning it is called. Almost you are hearing, audible learning you are doing, and visual learning. Then what is the third one? That is your kinesthetic, means a touch. You should have that feeling. Learning can be one, audio, visual and feeling. Then your learning is completed. And here in this, long back this has been put into our, this what we call as in our labs etc. to bring about as the reality. If a student of geography, if he has been taken to the planetarium and if it is explained over there, showing everything, will he forget? No, that is experience. He can store somewhere and whenever it requires he will be bringing and he will be utilizing it. And so laboratory working is a must. In a laboratory, you are reading laws of reflection, laws of refraction and the image formation by this, if it is here, where, if it is inverted or real or virtual, all these things you are reading. And next is what one? Your hydrogen gas or oxygen gas or carbon dioxide gas. How it is produced in your laboratory. What are the characteristics, physical and chemical and all these things. What are the reactions and all these things you are mugging up and reading it. One is reading and your teacher is teaching, hearing, and by this you are just getting that knowledge. But if you see it in the laboratory when it is being prepared, whether it is a downward displacement of water or upward displacement of air, whatsoever it is, why that? You will be learning simply if that experiment is conducted before you. And so visual learning is a must. And in visual learning, this your laser cosmos is a number one thing. Bright clear has never been available before. It was not available before. It's utterly mesmerizing and had us transfixed for hours. If the show goes on for hours, you will be simply seeing and watching and you feel, yes, I am learning. Whether you are journeying out to music, throwing a party or just chilling, this stunning cosmic light show is like nothing we have ever seen before. This again, in entertainment field also it can be used. Not only in learning, not only in safety, but entertainment also. The cosmic rays, they are dancing and you are also dancing along with the lights. And the show, the music and this, hours together it is going on, but you are not getting bored to it. Nothing we have ever seen before. Truly, one of the most amazing light shows you will see anywhere. Light shows, dancing light and all these things. That has become true only because of this invention. What is the term? UV laser cosmos lights. Because of that only. Power naps are fantastic and also proven to rejuvenate a person during the day. Now, what is this nap? NAP, nap is a very short sleep, very short. When? After the lunch. In most of the schools and colleges I have seen, after the lunch, immediately after the completion of lunch, the students are called into classrooms. Then what happens? Then the teacher, one who is supposed to take a class after immediately the lunch, he faces the complete singing. What is that one? The students, they will be or they are in a drowsy mood. If something goes in, if it is filled, automatically a kind of a kind of a sleeping sensation comes, dozing sensation. Why that is required? Is it required? Yes, that is a must. It is required for everybody. At least for 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Then you are getting refreshed from every bit of your body. That is called regenerate. Whatever energies you are lost during the last 4 hours, 8 to 12, 8 to 12:30 or 9 to 12:30, you have lost a certain amount of energy. And after taking lunch, immediately you are coming to the class. Means you are, this food which has gone inside, it did not get activated and energy did not come out. Then you are looking at the teacher. You must be looking at the book also. But what letters that book carries, I do not know. And what is the teacher teaching, I do not know. Only the eyes I am putting up. But remaining thing is gone. So, that nap after lunch, it is a must. And after dinner, recommended thing is not nap. Then go for a walk. Go for a walk means what is the distance? Let me go to, no. Then simply go for 20 feet or 30 feet, a few meters, you go and come back again. You will feel completely rejuvenated. Yes, I am ready for the sleep. So these two we are forgetting because we are very busy nowadays, right? So here we are talking about power naps are fantastic. What are these power naps? To get that power, energy into our body. And also proven to rejuvenate a person during the day. We all long for these power naps. We want to take it. We need it, but we subside it. We subside, we keep it under our, this one only. But it is needed. But unfortunately, there is never a bed around at the time. I am talking about you are never allowed to take a nap, but here the writer says, unfortunately, you don't get a bed around. Right? Especially in the work office, leaving you nodding off with your nose pressed hard down against the desk. Now, suppose there is a half an hour rest after your lunch. Suppose you took your lunch, you got yourself relaxed in the chair, and after certain minutes you can see this head goes this side or it goes this side. If not, it goes this side. And once or twice you will do like this, then ultimately you will put your hand on the desk and you will put your forehead on the hand and you sleep. Ultimately your nose will be touching the desk. And here the back is completely bent. Means what I can say is a very uncomfortable posture for a nap. But you need it. Very uncomfortable after having that nap. If you see this backbone is completely paining, your neck is paining, right? That is not a nap at all. That is not at all recommended, right? You eat your lunch and lay down flat. So, in an office, how can you get it? And the space in the office is restricted again. So, what is to be done? You see, I have a remedy for this. So, did you ever dream of a portable bed which you could quickly assemble and then catch up on so much needed as sleep? Well, the solution to such problems has finally arrived. There is a portable bed. Portable bed is different and portable bed sack is different. It is not sack. Let us have a clarity about it. It is a bed. Means height, covering and everything you have. That is called portable bed. That has been already invented. A German study which was undertaken in 2004 concluded that a daily power nap can be beneficial in the workplace by both improving efficiency and morale. Certain teachers are asked not to sit in the classroom and they are aggrieved. Certain teachers in many of the corporate schools, they have been asked not to sit in the classroom. Earlier classroom means what? The children used to sit on the ground and the teacher was provided with a table and a chair. And the teacher never used the chair, he used to sit on the table and he used to teach. Right? Now, the teacher has no table, no chair. They got grievances. What is this? 45 minutes in a class, I am to stand. Not only that, 45 into 8 periods means how much time? The whole time I am left to stand in the class. That is his grievance. Suppose if a teacher has been given a certain kind of a chair, when I want to sit, if I do like this, the chair should be provided here by itself automatically. Right? And if I sit there for more than 5 minutes, the chair should signal me, get up, get up, get up. Then if I get up, it should get automatically closed. If a chair is provided like that, how nice it would be for all aggrieved teachers over there. Not only that, their morale will increase. What does this morale means? What is this management here? Simply we cannot sit in the class. All the students will be sitting and sleeping and everything. We cannot sit. They have removed the chairs, you see. Why have they removed the chair? Just question yourself. If any facility has been withdrawn by anything, it is because of you, I say. And moreover, nowadays in a corporate school, if you don't have the number of students, to meet with the expenses and to run the school, it becomes difficult. And if there are more number of students and the room is same, where is the room for your chair? Question number 2. And hence, there should be an arrangement for each and every table or a bench where students sit. There should be a chair. Automatically, if you are going there and you want to explain that very particular student over there, automatically the chair comes. You can sit, you can explain all the 3 students on that bench, right? And if you want to extend your time, you can put a button top, and that it will not be reminding you, get up, get up. If that kind of chairs are arranged, you see how happy you are. Oh, this management, no? It knows the difficulty as a teacher, it is providing the chair. And in certain corporate offices, the production people, the quality control people, the logistic people, there are many, many people, store people, warehouse people, there are many, many people. All these people are supposed to work 8 hours. Even then they cannot complete their job. They have to at least be there for 1 more hour. So within that period, if the management provides chairs, because if the logistic man is sitting in a chair somewhere, he cannot attend to anything over there. He has to go around. So if at all that during that lunch hour, if this kind of bed is arranged and if at all he has been asked, hey, forget everything for this 15 minutes, his morale will increase, his loyalty will increase, right? His respect for the company will increase, his respect for the work, honor for the work, that is called morale. He will be working with great interest. So that providing of that simple nap does that. So next, so these all some German people have found out for rest of the people. Designed by 4 students to demonstrate these findings, the NAPAC, N-A-P-P-A-C-K, NAPAC was invented. The NAPAC is essentially an inflatable bed which comes complete with an air compressor and rollers, but is at this moment merely a concept. Now at this moment it is not commercially, it has not come out, or it has not been brought out for the usage. It has been invented, planned, designed, everything. A compressor is there, simply put the plug and the compressor gets on and it blows into that and there is a bed ready. It is not necessary, remove some valve, every air will be blown out and that will become a packing like thing and you can have your pack here. That NAPAC, it can be inflated wherever you want and it can be deflated if it is not in use. It can be rounded off, it can be put in a bag and that bag can be had on your back. You can carry your bed wherever you go and very comfortably you can sleep over there, right? And let me show you that. It is it. This is what we have read about. And this is the metal detector sandals, right? And here you see the Cosmos, laser Cosmos. So these are all the things for entertainment, say, or your conservation of power, energy within you, or if you want to detect something, these are all the things which are underway of invention. They are not coming to existence now, but an idea has been could able to be evolved. Yes, if at all we work this can be used like this. And moreover, it doesn't require most of the money, it doesn't require much of the part. You are working here and there itself you can inflate it and you can have a sleep, deflate, work. That way these nap packs are useful. They may come shortly into usage. Adding such beds into the workplace will be rewarding for both the employee and employers. I told you, employee and employers. Why? Employee is always aggrieved. This is there, this is not there. Employer, he tries to provide. Why? Because I want a good product. Quantitatively or qualitatively, I want a very good product to be taken into the market. If this worker, this employee, if he is aggrieved, my product is not going to be sold. Simply he will put many reasons and n number. And so if an employer provides this kind of a thing, means not necessarily, only half an hour time has to be given to the worker to get settled, whatever he ate. And within that half an hour, he can have 5 minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes of sleeping. Then the relations between employee and employer will be very cordial and output will be more. Right? Suppose you have taken your two-wheeler, and this two-wheeler, if at all you have got checked, serviced periodically, regular manner, and that vehicle will not let you down anywhere it wants. Right? That is, you can utilize bindas, you can have a ride. Even it is a car, you can do like that. But you don't mind for it, then somewhere on the way it will get stuck. You do not know what happened to it. It won't get started. Likewise, that is the relation between the employee and employer. Employer may not be knowing why this car is not working. The worker is working round the clock, but production is not coming. Why? क्या करूं साहब, ये मिशन दबाने से ना, ये बटन दबाने से क्या होता मालूम आपको, ये बटन दबाने से वो बटन बंद होता. What nonsense you are talking? If you are putting on this switch, that switch is getting off. Let me see to it. देखो साहब, on किया, and that blown off. You do not know what is the reason. He knows it pretty well, but he doesn't want to talk to you. Why? The relations are like that. And this Snapback, a very simple invention, if it has come into existence, most of the employee-employer relations can be checked. Right? So, here, fourth one we are talking about. Introducing the new LED umbrella. Umbrella, you know? Yeah, you know umbrella. That which, if at all it is blown off by the wind, becomes useless. That is the umbrella. As long as wind is not blown, you are very safe and you are protected by the rain. Right? And if you are walking in rain, and if at all the snake hills are filled with water, snakes will also going out for their safety. And you are walking in the night holding the umbrella. You are very safe from the up. Are you safe from the down? No. Then certain people, they found out how will it be. And moreover, you are having a torchlight in this hand, an umbrella in this hand, a great wind comes. Which one do you want to forego? Is it torchlight or the umbrella? Do you want to hold the torch with both the hands or the umbrella with both the hands? Ultimately, you want to catch hold of the umbrella by both the hands. Means your light has gone. So why there should not be any inbuilt light to the umbrella itself? A thought. You see, every invention, every discovery, it has been made by a mad thought itself. Simply a mad thought. Right? This energy we are utilizing here. You are putting the energy over there. The wheel is going round and round and round and round. Okay. You are going forward and forward, forward. And if you see the train compartments, they are equipped with some belts, large belts you see. that belt is connected to the generator. And when the train is on the motion, the wheels are on the motion, and the belt which is connected to the generator, that gets put into motion, and generator works, and your whole compartment is being supplied with the electricity. See to it. Means already the wheels are moving. You are not putting extra wheel over there. And you must have seen the people, they, what we will call as your knives, etc., they will be putting, sharpening them. Knives, etc., they will sharpen them. Right? So, what is the mission he has? A wheel here. And that wheel will be going round. How? That fellow will be putting it to his bicycle. If at all it has to be put to the motor, you are not mobile, you are simply sitting somewhere and the people are to come to you. But if at all you have mounted that wheel to your own bicycle, bicycle wheel goes when you are pedaling it, right? And when the bicycle wheel is going round, there is one more wheel here. To that there is a belt, and this belt is connected to that wheel which is going round. Because it is bigger wheel and that is smaller wheel, by the time the bigger wheel makes 2 revolutions, the smaller wheel gets 5 revolutions. Right? That way, the what we call as your sharpening of your knives, etc., can be done. You must have seen 3 idiots. Right? There in a village, the people could able to understand, yes, his friend, he is there only. How could they know about it, about him? Because they have seen many discoveries and many inventions over there. Right? For certain things, they are already in the motion. And that motion has been taken as the energy this side. So there are many things. When it has to be invented, it is only a mad thought. But when it is regulated, planned, designed, everything if it is done, it is an invention. So likewise here, what is the more invention here is umbrella with a light. Introducing the new LED umbrella, this new device comes equipped with a built-in LED light which illuminates the dark. At the touch of a button, the light shines into action, offering a safe and secure passage to your destination. The light is embedded inside the umbrella to lighten the area under the umbrella hood. Umbrellas we are using, but we have not used this kind of an umbrella. We have never thought about. But when I am telling this, you may make your own LED umbrella, which is battery operated. We know many capacities of batteries, and we have many battery operated small cars and all these things. At a time they go, they break down, and that broke down parts of that car, if it is fitted with this umbrella, taped with, and the battery is put, and LED lamp is put, not one bulb, certain bulbs, if at all it is attached with inside, then the light is there, you can walk. Right? You can make it by yourself. Come day or night, this gadget has got you covered despite looking like a Star Wars lightsaber. So, for those of you who can't handle a long walk home in the dark, this LED umbrella is sure to make that walk a little bit brighter. Now, this umbrella you can make out. Where to put the LEDs, how many to be put, and what is the current required, and how many batteries are to be put, and where you can get the box. You design by yourself, and you put it to the handle. And when you reach home, remove it. How best we can remove, whether it can be put with the umbrella or not. When umbrella goes up, when the button is just pressed, umbrella goes up. Along with that, the lights come or not. If it is night, the light should come. If it is day, should not. That arrangement, all you can think and make out, and you can put it to your umbrella. It's not necessary you have to go for a manufacturing company and put it. This and fifth one, alarm timepiece. Alarm, most of you are not using, I know. Earlier we used to use that alarm to wake up. And once or twice if you are hearing or obeying to your timepiece, thereafter this alarm is not necessary. An alarm will be set in your body itself. You have a biological watch within you. You can know it is 1 o'clock. How do you know it is 1 o'clock? Because there is hunger here. Oh, it must have been 1 o'clock because I am feeling hungry. Right? And after 3:30, somewhat we become irritated. Array, bell is not getting rung. What happened to it? It is already 3:30. I have to go out of the class. That is called your biological time. It is set. Daily during the night, 1 o'clock you get up and take a glass of water 1 day or 2 days. You will find that you will be getting up at 1 o'clock night whenever you sleep for your lifelong. That is the biological watch which is set in your body. Right? So here, alarm we are talking about. And most of the wristwatches, most of your cell phones and all these things, they are set with this facility in your phone. You set your time and put it, and exactly at that time it starts alarming. And for the first 50 seconds or 60 seconds, 1 minute or 2 minutes, you did not get up. It gets stops. And again it starts. And there are two options, snooze it and stop it. If you don't dismiss it, if by mistake if you have touched that snooze, for the time being it stops and again gets started. But most of the people who keep alarm, before the alarm gets ringing, they get up. They wake up. And they wake up for what? To put that button down. Not to get up and attend the job which is supposed to be attended. No. Then for only 1 or 2 minutes, stop it. For that purpose, before the alarm rings, you get up. So, keeping all this in mind, there is a gadget. It is a alarm timepiece only. At the time when you are setting the alarm, this alarm starts buzzing. As soon as the alarm starts buzzing, there is a wheel overhead. It's go on ringing, going round and round. When you want to catch it, it will fly over and land somewhere else, away from you. And again starts buzzing. You'll have to get up from the bed, you'll have to go there and try to stop it. From there again it goes off. Likewise, it will go round the room, and by the time you want to catch it and stop it, you are fully awake. Right? So let me read that for you. This alarm clock will be sure to wake even the heaviest of the sleepers. The idea is simple. When the alarm is triggered, part of the alarm will fly and land at some random location in your room. Only when the piece is placed back on the stationary alarm piece will the alarm cease. So, the button which is there, not the whole watch, the button which you are supposed to off it, that will be flown off, and considerably at a distance it will fall down. Then you have to wake up, search it and get it and put it on the watch, which is stationary just beside your bed. By the time you are fully awake, right? That is one more device. The flying piece takes to the air via rotating propeller. There is a propeller. What is a propeller? See the helicopter. The blades which are there, they go round. That is a propeller. And aeroplane, 1, 2, 3, 4 propellers will be there which are going down. Likewise, a equipment will be there at the top of the watch propeller. And the piece will be flying, floating in the air because of the presence of that wheel, propeller. Blades which allow it to achieve flight. The only way to silence the alarm is to physically find the propeller and position it back on the alarm, thus forcing you out of your bed. Only when you find out, bring it back and put it, then only it gets stopped. If not, it will be banging your head. Right? So, now by the time you catch it and put it, your sleep has gone. Now, sixth one. Dragging your luggage around with you is a mundane and painful task. Less luggage, more comfortable. This is written all over railway platforms. It is shown in the scroll, everything. But whenever I see people who come to catch a train, even an aeroplane, in an aeroplane there is a limited luggage you have to carry. But always I have seen the people carrying more weight than which is necessary. A trolley completely filled with that and they will be pushing. Because the problem, I feel they think it is a status symbol. If I put only a soap box in a trolley and if I push it, does it look nice? No, it doesn't look nice. And it doesn't say that you are coming, you are just off the aeroplane and you are coming. Then you should have considerable luggage. Earlier there used to be, the porters used to be there on the platforms. Now also they are there. As soon the train comes and before stopping they enter into the compartments, they say Kole, 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 Kole. But I have seen most of them, they do go without work. I have seen. Why most of them go without work? Then I have seen many people, whether they are women or men or children whatsoever, they are dragging their luggage trolley. And now it has become a passion or a status symbol, dragging the luggage. Now let me put some more thing to it. What is that some more thing to it is, you must have seen the small wheeled, three-wheeled scooters at home. The children would play with it, putting one leg and pushing it with one more, they will be going. They go, they play with on that scooter, scooty they call it, right? To that, if your luggage is mounted, sorry, it is not like that. Then your luggage has already, trolley is there, right? When you are catching hold of the handle and you are just putting like that, the wheels are there with a small platform to keep your foot on it, and the handle is there and your bag is here, and simply with a push of your leg you have to go on the platform. Means you need not have to walk and carry your luggage, and you need not to drag the luggage, but you yourself is mounting on the scooty. Very nice of you, but is it possible on your platforms? Think about it. Let us answer it whether it is negative or positive later, but let us read what is there here. Dragging your luggage around with you is a mundane. A mundane means a very tiring and insulting, very hard job. These three things are put in that mundane. Painful task, especially on the way back from an action-packed or relaxing holiday. Action-packed holiday, you have gone for trekking, and or you have holidayed somewhere and you have come here. And when you are carrying that luggage to drag it and walk, it is really tedious, no? Well, now you can stop pulling around your luggage and wheeling it back home thanks to this new invention. Suppose your bus stop is very near. There you have alighted. From there you have to drag your bag and go home. Just let us think how tedious it is. And not only that, you are dragging your bag and you are going, some acquaintance stops you and asks, "Ur ke liye chara, gaon jaake aaye kya?" We have to answer, "Yes, kaka." You go further, then somebody else will ask the same question. Again, you have to say the same answer, but "Ha, Baba." That way you have to change the relation, but the same answer you have to. You see how embarrassing is the situation. People do not know. Now, if you have that pack your luggage here, and if you are, that means you are pushing that with one leg and keeping that leg again on the rest position, you are steering yourself home. How nice it would be, just think. So, there is a device of that kind. This luggage bag is also a mini scooter, allowing you to scoot around with your luggage safely tucked away. You see here, a scooter is here and you are scooting. Your bag is here and you can put your foot here and catch hold of the handle, and then you are pushing yourself along with your luggage. Just think about when everyone else is carrying around their luggage, whilst you just jump on your scooter and fly by them, shortening your trip back home and also making it a little more fun. It is a simple idea, but an extremely effective. Why don't your children carry your school bags on that scooty? Every house is provided with that. Only thing is that handle part should be made this high. That's all. You can make it up. And most of these houses, apartments we have seen everywhere, one or two are there in front of their door. Right? They don't use these scooties to bring their luggage at least from the gate to your door. They don't use it. Why? The idea should come, mad idea should come into your brain. So, effective product which we think will prove immensely popular. So, look out in airports near you for scooters flying past you from all directions. Now, in the airport, you see the trolley you are pushing. Space is there. Instead of that, you have that bag and it has come in the luggage belt. You have retrieved it, opened it, and you put your leg on that and you are making your way, negotiating your way towards the entrance. How beautiful it looks. Not only the workload has been, what we can say, has been reduced, but if you have two bags of that kind, if it is a single bag, it is okay. You are alone, but you are equipped with 3 to 4 bags. How to do away with this? If every bag has a scooty, who will ride that? You have to hire people over there. We want to reduce that. Again, you are increasing that. Anyway, we are not talking about that, but how easy it would be if at all your luggage and yourself both are getting negotiated through this scooty bag. It is a wonderful idea and a very beautiful look it gives. The scooter also folds up, allowing you to use it as a normal luggage carrier. But why minimize the fun? The bag itself is rather small, so you may very well be able to use this for your onboard luggage bag. Details on where this product is available and how much the scooter luggage bag will be are currently unknown, but expect them to hit the market pretty soon. This may be a product, the umbrella which I talked, and the bed. Already most of the areas warm water beds are there, and also your pneumatic beds are there. They have come already, but this is not in this shape. They are only just like your bedspread, right? And useful are these two, umbrella and scooty, and this bed for the normal man, right? So let us hope in the days to come these are coming into our market and we are using them in a very useful manner.